Hi and welcome to Whisky Shared. You're watching the Firkin 10 No Nonsense Whisky Edition. I'm Toby and you're watching Whisky Shared. Welcome to my review of the Firkin 10 No Nonsense Whisky Edition. This particular whisky is the 5th release from Vin at No Nonsense Whisky, and this time he's chosen a Linkwood which was distilled in 2011. It's aged in an ex-Madeira cask, it's 48.9% ABV, it's natural colour and non-chill filtered. It retails for $74.95 in the UK and it's one of 90 bottles. There's still some available as of recording and delivery is available worldwide. Should we find out what I'm drinking? On to the whisky. So before I start nose and tasting, let's have a quick look at the colour. I'd say that's like a mahogany. It really is dark indeed. Let's start with the nose. So the first thing I get with this, which is unusual, is there's a slight like acetone note. It's not off-putting, but it's the first thing my nose picks up when I put it in the glass. Then it moves on to like dark soaked fruits, like raisins, sultanas. Also getting cherries. Very nice. I'm starting to pick up brown sugar. And there's also like fresh cut wood. I'm starting to get like a beeswax note. And there's a slight spiciness. It reminds me a bit of sandalwood. I'm starting to get more fruit now, like red apples. But they're definitely just in the background. I'm also getting a hint of dark chocolate. Let's move on to the palate. Yeah, this is very nice indeed. I think you can definitely taste the distillery character, the sort of the spirit underneath. It's not getting completely lost in the Madeira cask as I'd expect. I'm getting orchard fruits. I'm getting apple. There's also a nice strawberry note as well, which is nice. It's definitely fruity indeed, and I'd say it's sweet, but not too sweet. Let's have another sip. Yeah, this is really nice. I'd say it's fresh and zingy, with the fruit coming through in the background. Those sort of dark fruits are definitely there, but the orchard fruits and the sort of fresh fruits are in the foreground. It's the sort of dark fruits that I picked up on the nose that you'd expect from a Madeira wine cask whiskey. They're in the background, so there's definitely multiple sort of fruits competing for my palate, but the fresh ones come to the fore, and those sort of dried dark fruits, which sort of remind me of Christmas, they're there in the background. Let's have one final sip. Yeah, I'm getting some sweetness. I'm getting vanilla sweetness. There's also some charred oak. Definitely reminds me of sort of charred barrels. There's a slight sort of effervescent note, reminds me of sherbet. And there's also a bit of citrus coming through now, which is like orange zest. And then that sort of has like a spiciness that goes with it, which is reminding me of cloves and maybe even a hint of cinnamon. It's very, very nice indeed. In terms of finish, I'd say it's medium long. There's a slightly nutty note I'm getting hints of almonds. Then there's that sort of typical dry wood that I get on the finish of a lot of whiskies. And then there is that fruitiness. I'm getting raisins. I'm also getting that citrus orange note. And there's a little bit of heat and pepper as well. In terms of value, well, this is $74.95 in the UK. Obviously, based on conversion where you are in the world, it could be quite affordable. But I think for a single cask whisky, which is most likely double digits, obviously this is non-age statement. It does say obviously it's distilled in 2011, but being bottled, in 2024 doesn't necessarily mean it came out of the cask then. But I reckon it's probably at least double digits. I think we could be hopeful it's at least 10 years old. I think the aging with the Madeira, I think, works really well. I think you can definitely tell the distillery character coming through with those orchard fruits, and it really has a freshness to it. And I find the Madeira wine really works well. It's sweet, but it's not too sweet. And I think if you're a fan of sort of sweet and sweet and fruity whiskies, I think this would be for you. If you're not familiar with Linkwood, and it's definitely a great way to support another YouTuber. Vin's obviously somebody I look up to. He's given me a lot of help and support over the years, and the fact he's bringing out whiskies gives me a great way to support his channel by buying a bottle. If you've tried this, then let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you haven't, well, now's your opportunity to buy one before they're all snapped up. Hopefully you found that interesting, and hopefully you'll come back again soon. Stauncher.
I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, why not give it a like or a comment, and please consider subscribing for more videos like this.